All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is Diana with the Misfit Journal Maker, and today we're going to do a collaged sewed pocket and or envelope, I should say. And I went ahead and here's what I started out with: just a plain old envelope. I got a thicker one because when you collage it and try to sew on it, if it's too thin, it rips. I've had that problem before. So yeah, you want to start out with a little bit thicker of an envelope. You could also, I have tea dyed or coffee dyed it before I've done this. Today I didn't because I didn't have any, and I figure I'm gonna cover it all anyway, so it's not gonna matter. But it gives that extra crinkly noise that everyone seems to like. So anyway, what I use to do mine is I just grab and I've seen to have completely lost my glue stick, but that doesn't surprise me because I have a big mess. I needed all strips of different sizes and just scraps. So anyway, I'm using Scotch Permanent Glue Stick. This is the replacement for the Scotch Create glue stick. It seems okay. I used it for this and it's all pretty, it seems really good. So far so good. The jury's still out. We'll see. So anyway, my current journal I'm using is this pattern here. Also with this antique lace that I scanned and made copies of. And then I just used some old letter writing in here. So I want it to match my current journal. So that's what I'm doing it for. So anyway, I got to this point. I didn't want to sit here all night with you guys because it takes a lot of time to, figure out what papers you want, where you want them. And also I inked around every one of my little strips of paper. So I did that as well. So I got some ready and I don't know if I'll get them where I want. Oh, and another thing is when I do mine, I make the ones on this side or this side, whichever way you go, I want them to go over the top. And the reason I want them to go over is because it reinforces the flap. If you do it just two, it leaves it open, and I've had those crack as well. So to reinforce, it's really good to go over the top of your envelope. So I don't decorate the inside. I just do to here and the top here. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me see. I got a bunch of stuff here. Let's see kind of what order I want to try to get them in. I try not to put two the same close to each other. And if it hangs over, it's okay because I cut it off. Nope. This is why I did the front part ahead. I'm picky because if it doesn't go, I kind of like don't like it. So let's see, maybe like this. I want to have it overlapping so the white doesn't show. probably should have another music sheet in here to break that up. Let me see. I also will take coffee dyed paper and run it through the printer, which I love because I don't know, most junk journalers have a thing about the noise the paper makes, and I do too. And I like the consistency of it. So, yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do. But it takes so long to do coffee dyed paper. It's like I kind of cringe when I do it because it takes away from my journal pages. So let's see, here's a little piece. Maybe, I don't know, something seems off. I don't know what it is. Let's see. I don't want this to take so long. It's just not looking right. That's the thing with this. To me, if it doesn't look right, I can't do it. So let's see. Yeah, somehow. And I don't know why that paper looks so much darker. Let's try a piece here. I don't know. I think I'm just going to like start gluing it down and we'll see what happens. I'm going to just go ahead and put some ink on this real quick. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but it is very overcast and dark here in California today. But this weekend we're supposed to have temperatures 87. I'm like, it's April. What in the world is happening here? I don't know if that's an indication of what our summer's going to be like, but I'm not looking forward to that. I live toward the desert, toward Palm Springs, and it is a nightmare here in the summer. So to get summer in April already is really bad because it's just a prelude to what's to come. All right, let's see. I already kind of forgot what I wanted to do here. Well, hopefully it'll come out okay. I try to do my my videos a little bit shorter. I should have went underneath. I wonder if I have time to pull this up. Maybe, maybe not. Come on. Last thing I want to do is rip it. Okay. That's all right. I can cut off all the excess. Okay. And I totally forgot what I was just talking about. Somebody told me they like my videos because I don't jabber. I do jabber when I get nervous. I'm still not very comfortable doing the videos. I love doing them. It's a lot of fun for me, but it's also sometimes a little nerve-wracking because I'm just not very techy, so I have to keep checking my video and making sure that everything is okay. Nope. See, I did that wrong. Wait a second. Let's see. What I could do, let's see. Let's have this little guy here. No, I'm going to switch it. Sorry, y'all. I think that's a little better. Let's go with that. So yeah, I'm just not 100% comfortable yet with all of it. So hopefully it will get easier as time goes by and I'll figure things out. And then I won't jabber. Oh, goodness. Let's see, that needs to go up. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I was tempted to do this yesterday, but my brother's painting the bathroom, which is right across the room. And he was loud with his... I said this to somebody. He listens to punk music. I can't stand it. Oh my God, I can't stand it. And I'll have to sit here and put my headset on. And I thought, you guys do not want to hear punk music while we're doing journal making. Plus, I would have probably got dinged by YouTube or something. Who knows? I didn't want to find out. All right, that'll be all right. And let's see, did this need to go under here? Just want to make sure I'm covering everything. Okay, so this one will go first. I knew doing a collage could be so picky. It's not normally, but I just want everything to kind of, you know, be cohesive. So if I don't do this, then I end up with something that looks kind of funky, and I don't want to give somebody a funky journal. Okay. And I probably have this wrong again. I think went under. Good grief. Okay, guys, just have patience. We're getting there. Okay. All that stuff that's going over, I can cut off, which is what I will do. So. I did this video once before, but I did it for a private group, and it was in the group, so it wasn't something I could keep and re-show to you guys. So I thought I would do it over because this is a really fun piece of ephemera to do. At least I like it. It's a little time consuming, but I just think it's really a cool thing to put in your journal. So I thought I would go ahead and redo it. And yeah, that's pretty good. And show you guys how we do it. So, let's see. I need sharp scissors for this. Got a piece sticking up here. So all I do is go and flip it up, and anything I see that's hanging off, I'm just going to cut off. Okay, now we'll do this side. Okay. This needs a little bit more glue. I don't use wet glue because it leaves ripples in the paper. Well, it does for me. And I want everything to lay flat. And this glue stick really is pretty sticky, and I don't have a problem. I don't think it's going to be an issue at all with it coming up. So I'm pretty confident that I don't need the other glue. Okay, so now do this last little bit here. Okay, so now you don't see anything. Pretty good. Okay, now all we need to do is finish this top part. Hopefully this goes quicker. I have a little piece of doily that I was thinking about just putting here. And I could cut it and not have it show here. Hopefully it will be okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut that because I don't need it to go over. It was white, and I took the Tim Holtz Distress ink and I just dabbed all over it. So, okay. So that I'm going to glue right there, and I'm not going to glue the doily because I've ripped it before. So I'm just going to put the glue right down here. And that's going to be my starting point. I think it's even. I don't think it really matters. It's collage. Okay, let's see. I think I want this right here, or do I want this one? I'll go with the other one. I should have this open so that I don't glue the other part. Yeah, this glue stick seems stickier than the other one. This is my first time really using it. I just threw my last Scotch Create yesterday. I finished it. Sad day. I do not like changing anything I use, because usually if I'm using it, it's because it works really well. And I'm the kind of person, once I find my glue or my paper or whatever, I stick with it until they don't have it anymore. So let's see. Yeah, this should have went down last. Ugh. Well, I guess we'll cover it a little bit. It's not going to matter. I hope I'm in frame. Yeah, I am. Okay, put that there. I swear this is like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. And that lady who told me I don't jabber, she's going to watch this and go, I shouldn't have said anything. I guess she hasn't seen my other videos because, yeah, I do jabber at times. Okay. No. I need a piece of, let's see, where's my, I've got so much torn paper here. It's crazy. Let's see. I think I need, yeah, I don't want to use any more. Yeah, I completely did this wrong, but I have an idea how I can fix it. So, okay, put these here. That covers that. Ah, where's cooperation when you need it? Okay, let me. Okay. Let's see. I want to cover the flower. All right, I guess that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Why is this stuff always easier when you do it alone? As soon as you start to show somebody or you go do a video, the problems begin. I don't know, I got kind of a little. Yeah, this stuff is sticky. My fingers are just like, let's see, turn it this way. Okay. since I have that paper there, I can fold this little bit over, and that will work out great. Okay. Now I had an idea, since I covered up most of that doily and I didn't want to do that, I can just go ahead and glue that right over the top, which is what I'm going to do. I think. Yeah, because it doesn't really even show down there. Oh, I'll try doing this. I have ripped doilies doing this before. Okay. And I just did. Don't do what I do. Glue the paper. But look at all the glue I wasted. That wasn't good. Okay. So I'm just going to set this right here. If it'll let go of my fingers. All right, come on. Okay. Yeah, I can't even like adjust it. So we'll just have to leave it right like that. It's pretty good, I guess. Okay. Done with the glue. Thank goodness. Done. Get rid of some of this trash. And because I'm going to stick to everything and we're not done, it's time to get out the baby wipes. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, and this is the part I like. Well, before we do that, I forgot I need to trim down what's hanging over this. So let's see. Not much, just a little bit. And just down the side. Okay. And what I might do with this stuff that's hanging over is just fold it over. This one I'm going to have to cut because it's in the way here. I'm gonna ink this anyway, so it'll be fine. Okay. So now we have to make the decision, and I better ink it first because once I start doing the next part of it, I won't be able to ink it. So let's see, it should only take a second. Just do this really quick. You don't have to do the inking. I've said that on all my journal videos. But I love the ink, and so I always ink my stuff. And we're going to see if we can ink this without getting it all over the other part of the envelope. And I just did get it on there. Well, that's okay. It's not going to show because of the flap. And the last part is the bottom. doily is still sticky. My goodness. Okay, I gotta take a second. It's gonna be noisy, you guys, but let me just dry this really quick. Yeah, that'll be easier to work with. Okay. All right. Now we are going, well, I am going to sew around this with embroidery thread. And got my vintage box here full of embroidery thread, which I got for $1 at somebody's house sale, if you can believe it. So this was when I used to be able to go shopping or go out and buy my own stuff. Can't do that now, but thank goodness I collected some stuff over time. So I don't know if you can see this. This is a dark brown. That looks pretty. We could go with this creamy color. I don't know if there's any light brown in here. Kind of liking that dark brown. I think I need to go through my thing here. It's pretty messy. I kind of came this way, so I haven't done much to it except pull out stuff I wanted to use. Yeah, there is no light brown here except for, that's kind of a golden. Guys, I don't know what to do. Okay, hurry, Diana, hurry. Oh, here's a light brown. Or a lighter. I just think the dark brown makes it look richer. That's too light. All right, I'm going to go dark brown. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Now the way I do this, because this is pretty thick to get the needle through on its own. So I grab myself a pencil and I need to get a needle here real quick. I was sewing vellum pockets in my room last night, and I left my needle in there, so hopefully we have one here that will be okay. Let's see. Try to get it through there with my blindness. I don't know about anyone else, but I am not doing well getting old. Yeah, I'm not a graceful person about getting older. Whoops. I don't want to break my table. Okay, so let's see. We got this sort of ready, but this is what we're going to do. I line it up on my grid here, and there's these little teeny tiny squares. I think it's 1/8 of an inch. I'm not really sure. But I just use those, okay? And so I kind of, with a pencil, I hit, trying to go a straight line all the way across where I want to stitch. And this is sort of to try to make them even. So I can't see through, but I can kind of see where they would be. And it also helps me to keep a straight line. And you guys probably can't see this, but at least it's giving you the idea. So if you have a mat like this, you could also use the ruler. And you can pick out how far apart you want your, wow, some of these are going to be hard to see. You can pick that how far apart you want your stitches to be. That's completely up to you. But I tried doing this without marking, and it was a mess because it did not, it was very hard to get uniform, along with the fact that trying to get the needle through all that paper, it just didn't want to work. So we're going to show you what I'm going to do next. I'm only going to do half of this, so we're almost finished. And like any extra showing of these dots, you just can go back and erase it. So I did it with I did it with a marker that you can't erase, and that was a mistake. So this is my trick now. I got on Amazon and bought this teeny tiny little hole punch. Okay, so this is my trick. I don't want to go through 3 layers, so I'm gonna have to make this like this. So my first little dot here, which these are not going to be easy to see, but I'm going to do the best I can. You just sit here and at each dot, getting as close as you can. I'm just going to go down this one side. We won't be here all night, I promise. You don't want to get too close to the edge because then you will have an issue with wow. Okay, I'm going to have to make another line because I can't see this next one. Still hard to see. Guess this would be much easier on lighter paper. And I did a wraparound stitch with this before, but I'm going to try a blanket stitch and see. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a sewing machine, you're golden. I don't have one. So this is my, and see, it has a little thing here supposed to catch the dots. No dots in there. They're all over my mat. So that's a fail on their part. Okay, so let's just get this. I never know how much string to use, so I'm just going to make a long one, and hopefully I won't have to re-cut in the middle. And I'm going to do a double knot just to make positive that it's not going to go through. And any excess I have on here, I can cut off later. Okay, now let's see if I can do this needle. I know one thing with this old embroidery thread, it starts to want to come apart. You know, it's twisted together, but the older it gets, the more temperamental it gets. So yeah, see, look what it's doing. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's not good. And the whole thing is like that. It doesn't matter once it's sewed, but to get it through the needle, that's another thing altogether. Come on, we don't have all day here. Oh, gosh gracious. Let me cut it down some. I need one of those needle threader thingies. Okay, come on. Ah! This is not something I anticipated. I should have this ready. But I didn't think I'd have that much of a problem doing it. Did I get it? Yep, I got it. Now. All right. And I'm going to pull it forward because I don't want it to come undone. Okay. So then what you're going to do is, I always start from the bottom so that my knot is on the inside of the envelope. Okay. So you're just going to come through like that. And then you're going to come up the second hole. And see how easy it is with these holes? You don't have to do a thing as far as like trying to force it through. Just boom, you're done. Now, I don't know if anyone knows how to do the blanket stitch, but when you get to this point where you have the loop, you just go through it and voila. So you keep coming up the, if I could hold on to it, you come up the bottom. Okay. So there might be another way to do this. This is the only way I know. And then you go through the loop. And then you've got your little, oh my goodness gracious. I have arthritis and my hands don't always do what I want them to do. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing, go through the loop. Okay. And then you see you have a little side thingy there, which is really cute. Before I just went around and around and around, and I kind of got bored with that. So I thought, well, I'll try a different stitch this time. So see, I don't know if you can see that, but it just leaves it where it's all hooked together. Okay. You want to make sure it's always in the same direction. Okay, so up, and then pull, and then you go through the loop. My little holes punched are not all even, but you know what? Junk journaling is not about being perfect, and there's a lot of people that are pretty perfect at it, but you know, my stuff's gonna have character. It's not always gonna be just like the perfect thing here. And as I can tell, I've already not gonna have enough string to go all the way around, so that's gonna kind of be a bummer. But I'll have to just make another small knot to keep it, or glue. There we go. And you go up and through. I like to show this because I've watched people slow stitch before on videos, and I cannot even do it after, like, they're so fast, and I just like, I'm like, what? So I want to make sure that you guys get what I'm doing. Okay, so here's your loop, and you go through, and then you have that little part that's all the way across there. So I'll just go ahead and finish to the bottom, and that will be it. So what I do is I go all the way around my envelope. Do I have a knot? Yep, something happened there. Okay. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to keep going, but you go all the way here. Okay. I do not do across the top here. And then when I get to my two sides here, okay, well, up to here, then I start again and I go around here like this. This time on this envelope, I decided I wanted to use a piece of lace across here. And I think I'm going to go with this one. So I may not sew across here because I won't need to. It'll cover it. So I'm not sure if I should use this lace. And then I also have this one, which is really cute. So I think I want to do a lace there. But I'm really not going to decorate anything else because, you know, it's pretty busy already. The only thing I had considered is I have these gold flakes and I also have some metallic gilding paste, okay? And I had thought about taking this, and I don't know if there's some on there. Let me try. I wanted to kind of accent with this, but the thing with this gilding paste, and especially with these flakes, is they're not very controllable. And I don't want it all over the whole thing. I just wanted to do some, I wanted to just do some little highlighting with the gold. And obviously I don't even have enough on here. I don't want to get too much. Okay. So I kind of just wanted to here and there. See, that's a lot. Ugh. But I guess if I just did it a few places. You know, paintbrush would have actually been better for this, maybe. I don't know. I don't think there's really, maybe just the finger method, but I just wanted it like along the edges a little bit. Nothing real. And even with my finger, it's just like not, it's just going where it wants. But I'm okay with that, I guess. A little different. Just wanted to add to the oldness look of it. Give it some bling. So, I don't know if I can, I don't think I can take anything off, but it was just a thought I had, so I thought, I'll try it. But these two things are, to me, I mean, they're really hard to work with. I don't know if other people have the same issues, but yeah, I better leave it alone. But that doesn't really bother me. It's kind of cool, actually. So I could add a little more here or there. I don't know. Well, that's something you can do. I just wanted to play with it. I don't mind it. It's kind of interesting. But I'm not a real big fan of these two things because I don't know how to control them, especially these. It doesn't go where I want it to at all. This was a little bit easier to handle. So anyway, that is today's little piece of ephemera. And they're really cute to just put in the, I put mine, this journal is big enough that it will actually fit inside. But if it doesn't, I either include it with it or I just stick it in the back where it, you know, I don't attach it in any way. And I fill it with goodies. So yeah, so that's today's ephemera, is the collage sewn pocket envelope. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I've done it about 4 times and I really like it. It's something at night I can just take this to my room and just sew on it, and don't have to be sitting in this chair for people like me that, you know, have issues with arthritis and sitting in chairs for hours and hours. So it's a good thing to do because you can take it somewhere else and do it. But anyway, I hope you guys like it. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. If someone decides to make it, I'd love for you to come by my Facebook group, the Misfit Journal Maker, and show us what you did and your idea of your collaging and whatever else you decide to add or not add, whatever would be really cool. And if you're not uh, subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you for that too. So anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time.